Hi, I'm Lenora Santana and welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, I do get ready with me's and some other things, but I'm very chatty. I'm a hairstylist. I've done hair for 30 years, so I always have lots to say that have nothing to do with makeup. Squirrel. Sometimes I forget what I'm even talking about, but thanks for being here. Today we're going to do a full get ready with me using some ColourPop eyeshadow that's brand new, but it turned out well. Don't think it's my favorite, but let's get started. I've already done my skincare and I'm in the middle of doing my hair. So I've got my clips in, all the things. It's doing great. Diva Curl recently underwent, it's not even recent now. Is it a year ago? They changed their products. So I am still using the old Archangel gel and I love it. So I ran out, I could not find, I thought I had bought some more. Like when they decided to revamp the whole line, they marked the products down so cheap. I mean, I bought liters of hair gel for $11. So I bought all of them that I could find, which was 3. So I ran out. I couldn't find any of the extras. Thought I had 2 more. Switched to, it says it's a, I don't know, a firm hold, no crunch. Ouch, that was like prickly on the, where the little soft tip meets the plastic wand. Anyway, I bought their new Ultra Defining Gel. I've been recommending it to people and it's not the same. It's super, super crunchy. It leaves my hair, I feel like it leaves it a little wet looking. No movement, like right now, see how it'll move? I like movement. So anyway, then I went and bought their light gel, used it one time and was like, I hate this because the whole top of my head was flat, but I didn't have my clips in. I know better. So I'm literally going to put a note on that bottle of the light gel by Diva Curl and just be like, put your clips in your hair and it'll be fine, because you know, my hair stayed great. It was soft and it lasted. I am very excited. I have ordered Angie HotAndFlashy's BK brushes, so I cannot wait for them to come in, which I think maybe tomorrow. And I don't know if you can see this. I have like poison ivy on my face. It's so weird. I mean, it's February. Where did I get that? I don't know. If you want to see anything close up, just pinch your screen. I cannot wait for those new brushes. I'm so excited. So I watched an Angie HotAndFlashy video and I will put a link to it below. And I bought everything that she mentioned in the video. I am not kidding. Even stuff she just talked about that she said was her favorite, but she wasn't going to use it today. I bought that too. I didn't do the skincare. Oh yeah, skincare is so important. You need to know what kind of skin you have, because that can dictate what products you buy and what kind of moisturizers you use. You know, I have combination T-zone skin. I don't know what you call it anyway. I'm oily through the T-zone, so combo skin. And so I don't wear the same products that somebody with dry skin would wear. Like this foundation is Lisa Eldridge, and she either has oily skin or combination. I've heard her say it once. I can't remember which one it was, but I was like, let me try her stuff. And I love it. And like, on the other hand, my girlfriend Chasity has very dry skin. So she wears Chantecaille foundation. Oh my word. It's a dream. It's a dream, but it doesn't work on my skin. So pretty. And it feels very bougie too. Thank you, Stephanie, for bringing in Angie's brushes. I got to touch them. I got to put them on my face. They feel so good. And the reviews, I've been sitting around thinking about this, you know, for quite a while. And the reviews, actually, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. Well, let me look at the reviews. And I mean, every review was like, this is the best brush set I've ever used in my entire lifetime. And I'm like, okay, I want to join the club. So I did. Can't wait. Yay. I also am super excited. Angie mentioned an e.l.f. Contour wand. So I think this was like $9. Totally not using this today because I don't have her magic brushes, but I want to play with it. Again, she mentioned it all in that one video. Yeah. So, back to skincare. If you know what you have, that'll dictate what you'll use as well. Like if you have dry skin like Chasity, like anytime I meet someone that has dry skin, I will just text Chasity and I'm like, what are your go-to must-haves? And she's actually given me a whole list now, and I can just say here they are. In fact, I'll just include Chastity's list here because, you know, it's great if you have dry skin. So I don't really know how to know you have dry skin. I'm going to imagine it feels tight and dry. Like a friend of mine, she was like, Lenora, my foundation, she said, I apply moisturizer throughout the day. Is that going to mess up my foundation? And I'm like, yes. What's happening? She says, well, my skin feels dry. And I think I've even mentioned this before. So that's what started me on the whole, we need to get this. And I'm doing a makeover on somebody. This isn't for a couple of weeks. But I realize I've got too much knowledge in my head because I started making it super complicated. Like I didn't tell her it was super complicated, but I'm just like, what's your skin type? And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, all right, she just wants to know some makeup, you know. It's just when you go down the bunny trail, you'll start getting into all the things. Because you want to use moisturizers that work with your skin type. Like I can't use something that's too heavily oily because then it'll show up on my face later. I mean, I can have makeup that just rides along the top of the oil on my face, you know, and so I don't want that. I don't want that look. I want it to look seamless and flawless. I don't want it to last all day. And so it takes a while to find out all these things. But they're worth it. And don't get overwhelmed. You know, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Who's eating an elephant? Well, not me, but it's how you do get a big project done. Okay. And then I also like to, like before I even get started with my makeup, like before I even turn the camera on, I just check my face and make sure there's nothing crazy. Like right now, I just look at the progress of the poison ivy under my nose. So I put calamine lotion on it at night. I do, it's so funny. I have like a milk mustache when I go to bed. And I already have like all these skincare things I'm doing. And now I have a milk mustache too. Because, you know, that makes sense. I feel like this is empty. I went to Pure Barre this morning. I think I get to go 5 times this week. I'm very excited about that. I haven't posted a video in a half a minute. We thought about purchasing a business out of state, and it would have meant we would have moved out of state. And it was a business I love, that I never ever dreamed would ever come up for sale. And we ultimately decided not to do it. And we decided to pursue options in Tennessee. But it was very overwhelming. Like, I think I'm still tired. I'm still like emotionally exhausted from the whole. And now that we've decided to do something in Tennessee, my husband is just like looking at all these options. And what about this? What about this? And look at this. And da, da, da. And I'm just like, oh, I just need a break for a minute. My brain is still like, we looked at houses out of state and everything. I mean, it was an 8-hour drive. So we were like, well, you know, let's just make the most of our time, do our research, see what we can come up with, and make our decision. And it was a great business. Wonderful. But ultimately, well, we didn't know how easy it was to get an SBA loan. We're like, and even the owner of the business, she was like, why don't you do this in Nashville? And I was like, yes, but your business is tried and true and I love it. And I would love to live in that city and it'd just be fantastic. But ultimately, I can't live here. I love here. We've done so much work on this house. Oh my goodness, like if you have seen any of my earlier YouTube videos, this room alone, this room was a complete junk room. Oh, it was just horrible with my makeup mirror. True story. And look at it now. Now it's my home office. And it can also be used for storage because there's like a big open area in the middle. It's just a win. I mean, like, if we were to move, I'm going to need another one of these rooms. I study my Spanish in here. My Spanish is actually sitting here, right here. This is where I study Spanish. This is where I work on the computer, do any kind of, I don't know, like QuickBooks, whatever it is I have to do. It all happens here. This is my desk. I love it. And I even have all the lights on, so it's well lit. You know, I'm 51. I like all the lights. Let's have everything lit up. I have ordered, so I always use, because of my oily skin, De-Slick by Urban Decay as a makeup setting spray, plus it feels good. But I've just ordered Lisa Eldridge's something. Seamless Finish setting spray. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Can't wait. I'm hoping it's fantastic. She says it is. Did I look at my makeup? Did I see how everything's going? It looks good. I've got some eyebrows I could pluck out, but we're not going to do that right now. My husband is remodeling, is that the word? Updating the guest bathroom, which is the bathroom that my grown kids use. It is going to be beautiful when it's done. And he scraped the popcorn off the ceiling, but they didn't finish the ceiling like perfectly. You can see where they just kind of like rough put some putty over the nail holes. And so we looked at different stamping techniques, and of course the one I picked out looks just a little bit difficult. And so I said, well, if that proves to be too much, don't do it. But he's going to do shiplap on the walls. In fact, he found shiplap paneling. Okay, so here's what happened. First, he decides, well, he needed to scrape the ceiling because their popcorn ceiling started falling off. The house is 45 years old. So he scrapes the ceiling. And then he says, I should replace that light fixture. And then he says, I should take down the crown molding. And then he says, you know, these walls need some love. I should redo them. And so I'm like, because I hate drywall. I mean, I love living with drywall, but working on drywall, lousy, y'all, lousy. I don't want to work on it. I'm not really the one who works on it anyway. God bless him, he's doing all this by himself. And I said, what about shiplap? We don't have shiplap anywhere in the house. And he was like, that's a great idea. And he found shiplap paneling, so woohoo. Then I was like, well, we need new doors and drawers on the cabinet. You know, it was a built-in cabinet. It's great because it's solid wood, but it's just the doors and drawers needed some attention. And he said, it's cheaper just to buy a new one. So he goes and buys a new one. Well, with buying a new one, now he's going to have to redo the floor because the new one is set up on legs, right? And the tile in the bathroom doesn't go under the existing cabinet because that cabinet was there for 45 years and the tile was 25 years old. So I was like, stop. Because he's like, I'm going to redo the floor. It's a tile floor. I'm like, do you want to redo the floor? And he said, no. I said, okay. Take the cabinet back. I'm very sorry. Because it was a pain in the butt for him to buy. Like, you know, you have to find somebody to get it down from way up high. And then you got to find, it took him hours. He was at Lowe's for like 3 hours that day. He did other things at Lowe's, but still, that was a big part of the time there. So I'm like, I'm really, really sorry. But yeah, just take that back. We're not going to do that. And so he did. Okay, I'm playing with a new eyeshadow palette because Angie mentioned that her very favorite, she uses the word Holy Grail a lot. I use the word amazing a lot, but anyway, her favorite word is Holy Grail. So this is her Holy Grail, forever favorite, must-have eyeshadow palette of all time. I have never had a ColourPop eyeshadow palette. It was $35 at Ulta, which I thought was lovely. And so we're just gonna play. We're just gonna get into it. So I'm gonna dip into the color Trip and see what happens. I colored my roots today, and I really feel like I have come up with a color that matches my natural color so well that really, as the gray grows out, I just feel like it just looks a little lighter. So anyway, great. Grays are covered. Yay. That's fun. So back to the bathroom. Oh, he did the coolest thing. He found a picture and he sent me this picture, and it's like his inspiration. It's beautiful. We're actually going to paint it the same color as this. This is the only room in the house that is this color, but all the colors coordinate with this. Like the this hut, just like 4 shades darker than this, maybe 5, maybe 6. Who cares? I don't know. But it's all along the same. It's on the same family. So like my living room is 1 shade darker than this, but it's just a lot richer. This room has been such a dark cave. I mean, I've lived in this house like 24 years. This room has been so dark for so long. I just was like, as light and bright as I can get it, but still matching, you know, like what I've got going on in here. So, in the whole house. In fact, I painted another piece of furniture and it's sitting right back there, the same dark blue. It's kind of like a dark teal. I mean, I think it shows up on camera. I forget how good this fresh sugar smells when you put it on, but it does. I tried, oh my word, I tried to wear red yesterday, red lipstick, and I did red lip gloss. No, oh, hold on. I did lip liner, and then I kind of colored in a lot, but not completely. I left like our hair, right there, undone, and just put the red lip gloss over that. So it'd be just a little lighter, and it makes your, I saw a makeup artist do that one time, and it's supposed to like just make your lips look, I don't know, amazing. I was like, okay. Well, anyway, by the time I got to church, which was 30 minutes later, I go to the bathroom, all you could see was the lip liner around the edges and just this barely red sheen of lip gloss. I was just like, great, fantastic. And I really didn't want to take off the lip gloss and reapply the liner. I mean, clearly that whole trick didn't work, right? So I just left it like that. I just put on more lip gloss. I was like, oh, don't leave. Yeah. It was wear red or black to church yesterday. So Ernie had on black pants and a red shirt, and I had on a black dress, and then I had on earrings that had these big red flowers. We were in the car, and I'm like, we look like mob bosses right now. Okay, so back to the bathroom. Jeez Louise. Okay, so I'm like looking at the drywall. No, you can't see this wall. Okay, so he cut out the drywall, and he's gonna put shelves in there, which he's already built the shelves. So they're just gonna be inset. What? Shut up. How cool is that? What a mess it made, y'all. This room is on the other side of the house from the bathroom the boys use. And the washer and dryer is in a closet over there. And even the washer and dryer had dust on it. Oh my gosh. It was a dust factory, but it's gonna be fantastic when it's done. Like, we had an extra cabinet that I bought 8 years ago or so and put in there, which worked. It fit, it worked, yada yada, but we're gonna take that out, and like we could put shelves. We could put towels on the shelves, you know, they can put products on the shelves, they can use them. It will be behind the door, but I mean, when you're in the bathroom using the bathroom, the door is shut, you know, unless you're just checking your hair or something. All right, I'm gonna go straight for this dark obsidian, and I hope I don't regret that decision, but it's what I want to do. So let's see what happens. Well, so far so good. I used to use a color similar to this. Oh, by Laura Mercier. Oh, I loved it so much. You know, a lot of people, I don't watch a lot of YouTube videos, but I did the other day, and I was watching a Wayne Goss, and he actually puts this up here. He was doing other things too, but just to make sure you don't, you know, go too far, which is a fair point, because it's just easy to. I went to a funeral one time and a woman had her eyeshadow all the way out to here. I just wanted to be like, can I please come help you? It was very sad. The things that make me sad. Okay, that needs more. I don't know that this is exactly true to color. I should stick my finger in it and see what I think. I feel like on, it just kind of looks like a dark brown. I'm not really loving this look at all, which is because I did a dark color to start with. So let's, yeah, see in the, it looks brown kind of, but in the pan, it is this dark, almost like a burgundy kind of, it's like a burgundy brown. So is this a burgundy brown? I don't know. I'm not feeling it. But I'm just gonna blend and keep blending. Oh, I did a fun thing today. So my girlfriend Melissa has been asking me for a long time. Maybe it was just sometime last year, I don't know. But I love landscaping and I love designing landscaping. And so she was asking if I would help her. And so I did today. It was very fun. But I learned that you have to ask, what's your budget? You know, what do you have in mind? Because I did it for one friend, and then she didn't do what I suggested. So it doesn't look as pretty, and it could be so much prettier. And I'm like, but that's okay. It's a learning process for me. And now I know to, you know, tell my friend, because like I found some, what was it called? I think it was called a soft leaf holly shrub, but it will only get 2 to 3 inches wide and 2 to 3 feet wide and 2 to 3 feet tall. But we may not be able to find that. Just because I Googled it and I found it on the internet doesn't mean she's going to go to any store that sells plants and is gonna find one. So I'm learning too, just to make sure to teach her, here, you need to pick something. You put taller things in the back, and you need to layer. You don't just have one set of plants. You layer them. And look at pictures. I look at pictures. So as you come closer to your outer edge of the landscaping, that needs to be low. And then you can fill in with irises and tulips and daffodils, so you just have little pops of color. Oh, and mums, I forgot to tell her, you know, mums are cheap and they'll come back, unless they don't. Sometimes they don't come back. But I've had them come back. I do not like this color. I don't. I don't like it. And I don't, it hasn't blended well, but you know, I don't have Angie's magic brushes. And also, you should never ever start with the very darkest color to start with. Everybody knows that. So let's go dip into this. Ooh, it's called Ghost Town. And I'm just gonna go over this with Ghost Town and see what happens. You know, sometimes I make a video and I'm like, oh, I love this. This really worked out. And then I look at it later and I'm like, I am never going to wear that again. So I want to be more honest about it. Be like, you're wearing that again. Okay, so the impressive thing is that I'm putting a milder, lighter color on over this, and it is making an impact. So that is really good. All makeup doesn't do that. All makeup is not created equal. I feel like that has saved the day. I like it. I think it's a lot more blended. This eye is just janky. But I think it's gonna be okay. Like I'm not as mad at it as I was a minute ago. I was like, all right, they've got this. Oh, it's kind of pink. I don't know if that's showing up. I don't know if that goes with what I've got on though, huh? Okay, what about that? That does. Okay. So I'm gonna just, ooh, that is, it's called, oh, baby doll. That shows up. That is some bang for your buck right there. All right, and then, let's see. I'm gonna go back in with baby doll with this brush right here and just go in this inner corner. Let's see. Yeah. Would I do these colors again? No. But I think it worked out. But I got a whole bunch in here to play with. So we'll see. And it, again, truly, it can make a difference once I have my magic brushes. Yeah, so then I was watching that Wayne Goss video. Oh my. So I was like, ooh, Wayne makes brushes. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to hit the lottery to buy his brushes. But it was sold out anyway, so I can't even dream big. Okay. I'm using now the Rock Bottom. That's funny. I like to put black right here. Just a shadow of black and just kind of blend it out a little bit just for some depth, because with a hooded eye, you got to create it. Angie HotAndFlashy, she can, you know, about everything from her HD video. And I got a new Natasha Denona palette. So she uses it, but I need to watch her video again and like see what all she's doing. I tried to create the look the other day and I was like, I don't think this worked out. But one of the things she recommended in the video was the NYX eyeliner. So I went and bought a whole bunch of it because it's $9. So that was a good time. So let's just put this on and see what happens. This is berry, and I thought it would be nice to not have black on because I always wear black. Let's see what it looks like up close. Okay. Not bad. All right, back to the bathroom. Ernie took, let's see, there were shutters in the bathroom. So I wanted the shutters off the wall. They block so much light. Do y'all remember when shutters were in style? I mean, I've had them a long time. And they block out so much light. Thankfully, I could only afford, this is a true story, to put them in 2 rooms. One was the guest bathroom and one was the room that my youngest son uses as his bedroom, which, you know, he loves it. He wants to block all the light. I think he's a vampire. So He's very much into that, but I hate it. I want light. I love light. So anyway, Ernie took those blinds off, and then he had to take the frame off of the window. True story. And then he took the trim off around the bathtub and the baseboards off. And then I think the baseboards he ended up buying new, but all of the crown molding, that's the only room in the house that even has crown molding. Oh, and when he pulled the crown molding off, there was wallpaper underneath it. And some more popcorn. So he'd already scraped the ceiling, and then he has to scrape the rest of that and take off the wallpaper. So he spent over 8 hours one day sanding those baseboards, sanding the paint off. I mean, he's got a tool that does it, but it was terrible. Bless his heart. But it's going to be beautiful when it's done. But he did buy new baseboards. And so now he's in the process. He's going to stamp the ceiling and start putting things up. And then I'll help paint. I'm a painter. I will paint. I will. I'm a good painter, but I don't enjoy painting. How's that? I like painting nails and painting faces, but not a wall. There's a kitty cat in here. That looks pretty good. I hear a kitty cat. You know, in thinking about moving, we have 9 cats. I kept saying, how are we gonna move 9 cats? And finally, once we decided that we're not moving, one of my friends, and we signed an NDA, so we couldn't even talk about it. And I don't know that I can really talk about it now, but I think as long as I don't mention any details, it's okay. And, but anyway, one of my friends, she was like, Lenora, you have 4 vehicles. You know, the boys each have a vehicle. I have a vehicle. My husband has a vehicle. She's like, everybody gets 2 cats. Somebody gets 3. I'm like, oh, well, okay. That would have worked. It was interesting looking at houses. You know, there's like no standard. You just do what you want to do, which I guess we do. I do what I want to do in here. But I always keep in mind, maybe because my dad was a builder, everything we do, I keep in mind resale. Which actually, we redid our kitchen in 2020 and we took out the dishwasher. The kitchen is very small. It's not very small, but it's pretty small. How's that? Could be smaller. It's not a galley kitchen. It's bigger than that. But we wash all our dishes anyway. We never really use the dishwasher. So we took out the dishwasher and added 3 big drawers. Oh, game changer. And I feel like I just got mascara. I did, on my skin. I love our kitchen. I love the way it's set up now. It's great. It's perfect for us. But I realize if I ever want to sell the house, that somebody's going to come in and be like, where's the dishwasher? Are y'all animals? Why do you not have a dishwasher? Well, thanks for watching as always. Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.